I had every intention to make a boot box cabinet thing for my front door this week, but I haven't even cut the first piece of wood. My shop is trashed, and I've been scatterbrained the past week or so with all kinds of different stuff going on. But I have been able to get started on something that I've been wanting to do for a long time, and that is make a different kind of router lift, a lever activated quick release stop block system router lift. And my goal is to have this router lift in my router wing on the table saw, or in the extension wing on the table saw, with a dedicated fence for it, and either the option of either a 4-inch dust collection port on the bottom for all the dust collection for this thing, or a shop vac mounted in the fence style dust collection. But anyway, this is the second prototype of the router lift that I'm working on, and I'll go ahead and show it to you real quick. Basically, the objectives here are quick release, so you can drop the router just like that if needed, and then to lift it, it's lever activated. And I haven't tested the precision, how close I can dial this in, but I think just by testing it out and playing with it, that I can really get finicky with the router bit height, and the action's nice and smooth. Now, I wanted it to be quick release, but I also wanted a stop block system, so that if you have a desired height that you're at and you need to use the table saw and you need to instantly drop this thing, well, then you can set the depth stop over here on this side, release the router, then when the time comes to use that particular setup again, you can come right back to the stop block and you're good to go. So the whole locking mechanism, these are working very well. I can really stress the lift on this side and it doesn't budge at all. So the slide mechanism is actual drawer slides. These are just some that I found in the trash a couple years ago, and I'm finally putting them to use. My only concern here is dust getting inside there, but I think I've got a couple little guards that I can make to block out all the dust, or the vast majority of the dust, and incorporated with the dust collection. The airflow is going to be through the fence and then maybe back down into the table. It's all going to be up through the router. None of the dust is going to want to go down, hopefully due to the airflow. But other than that, the mechanism is a little bit bulky right now, and I've got way more travel than what I need. The table here is stopping it at 7 inches, but it'll drop even further than that, which is really way more than what's necessary. I think 4 inches of travel should be all right, so I can reduce some of the bulkiness of the whole unit by reducing the travel here. The lever that I'm using is just a piece of 1/2-inch square tubing. It's way too long right now, but I don't feel like cutting it down until I know the exact length that I'm going to be using. It's a simple router lift. Just about anybody can figure this out just by looking at what I showed you here, but I will have plans available as soon as I get this all figured out with the extension wing and the fence and both dust collection setups. I don't think I've mentioned it on this channel, but I'm in the process of designing a miter saw station, and I've gone through 2 or 3 different concept designs that I didn't really like, and they were all mobile designs and had a lot of wasted space behind the fence of the miter saw. Because it is a sliding miter saw, there's a lot of wasted space behind it. So the design that I think I've settled on is going to incorporate just about 2/3 of this back wall, and it's going to have multiple different layers of storage. The bottom's going to be larger drawer storage or tray storage, and then on the back side of the fence area, on the actual working surface, I'm going to have pull-out drawers behind that, shallower drawers for hardware and smaller tools and stuff like that. Above that is going to be divider storage, and then on the top I want to redo, or I guess add to the over the garage door storage, basically do the exact same thing over here. And what that will allow me to do is get all of my cluttered junk that I have throughout the shop all stored onto this one wall, and unbox the final 5 or 6 boxes that I have from the last shop that I haven't even unboxed yet. I still got some other stuff that's just sitting around. So I want to have everything a home, away from sight and in drawers and all that good stuff. That's coming up too, but just a quick update. I don't have a project for you guys this week. I've just got a lot of other stuff. Staying busy. But anyway, I hope you guys had a great weekend, and I'll talk to you guys later.